They're ready to run. Very good backing for Amjad. Set, off and racing. And she got out brilliantly as well, Amjad, straight to the lead in the early part over Winning Shuffle. Done with the Blues. Stormageddon is up running fourth. Driving through Zachariah Bow from Rocker Kahar and also Belle Journey. Dropping out B. Bardot, Kalima, and also towards the tail is Miss Sky High. So some of the fancies back there at the tail, but the best backed of them here is going to do it from the top. That's Amjad. Pricked the ears up and getting it very comfortable with 1,000 to go from Winning Shuffle. Done with the Blues up there. Third ahead of Stormageddon in the lime green. Belle Journey tramping deep. Over on the rail, Zachariah Bow. Kalima's gone forward now to follow Belle Journey just in front of Rocker Kahar. And the stablemates B. Bardot back there with Miss Sky High last. They come along past the 750 and Amjad, who has been very strongly supported in the betting, leads the way, dominating at the moment too from Winning Shuffle. She really hasn't absorbed any pressure. Done with the Blues running third, then Stormageddon, followed by Belle Journey. On the rails next is Zachariah Bow. He'll have to get a wriggle on Kalima, about to come to the outside of Belle Journey. Further back Miss Sky High, B. Bardot, and towards the tail Rocker Kahar. Amjad led clearly at the 250 from Winning Shuffle. Done with the Blues, followed further back Kalima, and down the outside Miss Sky High. Amjad's in front. Amjad from Done with the Blues. Done with the Blues now goes to Amjad. Hits the lead first up. Done with the Blues. Done with the Blues has done Amjad. Miss Sky High third, B. Bardot fourth, Kalima Stormageddon behind those with Winning Shuffle, Zachariah Bow, Belle Journey, and last is Rock of Kahar. Number 3 is the winner, Done with the Blues. Ridden by Chris Parnham, the Done Deal mare. Done with the Blues. First up has finished over the top of Amjad, Stevie Parnham. Third goes the way of 1, Miss Sky High, Luke Campbell. And fourth is number 6, B. Bardot, Willie Pike. Kalima didn't really hit the line. She held her ground, but they did sprint because they did walk 1:30.188. It was as though Amjad had been presented the race on a platter. Stephen Parnham couldn't believe his good fortune with the ease in which he was able to lead and control. And other than losing the cloth part of his cap at the 200, he looked as though he was going to probably cling on, but Done with the Blues really did sprint very well fresh. And this Daughter of Done Deal from Marascabel, prepared by Dan and Ben Pearce, has finished on over the top of Amjad with another minor placing. Miss Sky High from well off them, hitting the line strongly. They did run home in 33.83, so there was little pace on in the race. It was a short neck by 1 length. The winner is owned by Oakland Park. Runner-up Amjad by Flying Artie, prepared by Summer Dixon, Stephen Parnham, and Miss Sky High as a Harry Angel admiring mare. Luke Campbell took the ride for Grant and Alana Williams. So there it was, Done with the Blues, around $11 at the finish. The SP, Amjad, was the best backed and was able to lead and get away with absolute daylight robbery. Just found one a little better than it on the day. Miss Sky High started $11. Race 4, the Drummond Golf Handicap over the 1800. It'll be the next event, minus number 5, Cosmic Chaos. Let's go down now. We'll catch up with Lockie and also Dan Pearce joining us in the winners' enclosure. Photo results haven't gone their way all that often here in town more recently, but this has got the job done very well on the fresh side this afternoon. Lockie?
Thanks, Darren. Yes, there has been a little run of outs in terms of getting beaten in photo finishes, but today it was a pretty easy watch, Dan.
Yeah, no, look, she's a horse that showed us a fair bit, but also has a fair few problems as well. She's been pretty high maintenance. Really credit to the stable staff. She takes a lot of work, and she does trips out swimming, and yeah, look, like I say, high maintenance, but it's probably worth it.
Coming into today, what were the expectations of you and your brother? She was first up at 1,500 metres, clearly a mare that has the scope to get out in trip, but today she was nice and sharp.
Yeah, she was. Her work's been good, and her trials were good. Hannah Fitzgerald rides her in a lot of her work, and she was really happy with how she'd felt, and sort of gives us a bit of consistency of someone riding her every day, and she's been really happy with her work. So yeah, look, we thought she might be in for a good preparation, but obviously you just want to see it back at the track before you're overly confident.
She's a lightly raced mare. With those issues in mind, can you still stretch her out in trip, or do you feel like you might have to keep her to around the mile?
No, I think she'll stretch out in trip, and probably a good time of year to have a mare that's going to perform like that. She's obviously a very well-bred Oakland Park mare, so yeah, there's going to be plenty of options for her moving forward.
Who's the best of the remaining 4?
Decoration will run well, and I hope for the girls' sake, Sinful Living.
Well said, smart answer. Good luck.
Thank you.
There's Dan Pearce, and here's Chris Parnham.
Chris Parnham joins me now, jumped aboard this mare for the very first time. What did you make of that victory?
Very strong win. Obviously, the form was a bit off last prep, but I think she had a few issues. So come here today, a new horse, and she was too strong.
Looked like a fairly easy ride. Barrier number 1, follow Stevie, and at the top of the home straight, he gave you a beautiful cart into it.
Yeah, we had a nice run in just behind Steve. The tempo was quite slow, so I knew Steve was going to kick pretty strong, and was able to just follow him through and get out at the 200, and she let down powerfully, so I was really happy with that win.
Big book today. You've got Wind in the Line, you've got Super Smink, you've got Bravo Centurion. Who's the best of them for Chris Parnham?
All, obviously, 3 of them are favourites, so very well thought of from everyone and myself. So if I had to pick one, probably Wind in the Line, but all 3 can win.
Best luck.
Thanks.
There's Chris Parnham. Hopefully the start of a massive day in the saddle. He combines with Dan and Ben Pearce and Done with the Blues to take out the Key Clean handicap. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at a feature story on Justine Erklands and Own the Queen.